in a few weeks, we're going to go to BTA. The BTA, is that the national? Is it the Western event,
It's
which
the
is
Western
the
West
Western event? It's, I
District.
mean, Huntington
Yeah.
Beach, California. I just signed up to come out there for that. Valerie, I need to get registered, by the way, Valerie. Anyway, we've got a big celebration we're doing at this event. What are we doing? What are we celebrating, Bob?
They're celebrating my retirement. I don't like the word celebrating. I hope they're just recognizing my
We're
retirement.
celebrating
Uh,
your career is what we're doing. How about
I
that?
got you. I got you. I this April I was 76 years old. I've been working with BTA for 47 years. And I think it's time just to cut back. And we worked for over a year and a half trying to find a new general counsel. I've made it clear to BTA that they're not going to get a replacement because no one else has 47 years experience, but they'll get a new general counsel. We had two lawyers from my law firm that tried to become involved with BTA, but they treated it just like another client. Not They didn't have the dedication that I think is necessary to the dealer community and to the channel. So fortunately, for two reasons. Number one, my middle son, who was with a large international firm here in Chicago, decided to get married to a woman who lives in Los Angeles. So he left Chicago, went to California. Greg took the California bar, passed it, went with a small firm, and all of a sudden, Dad's clients looked more attractive to him while he's trying to build his own firm and business. So Greg's come on, and for a year, he's been shadowing me. And starting July 1st, he will be the figure. He will no longer be the shadow. And I'm going to step back, and it's difficult. Um, I wrote to someone recently that, um, you know, BTA doesn't have a void because it's been filled with Greg, and Greg's got my phone number, and Greg has the passion and he has the dedication. The void's going to be in my life. I've 47 years been involved in, and you're one of my better friends in the industry, and we've got relations just that are just incredible. And when the phone stops ringing, Carol, my wife says, I'm gonna be sad and sitting in the corner of the house. But I'm looking forward to retirement. I'm looking forward to our grandchildren, having time with our grandchildren. I'll continue to travel. I'll continue to be involved in some things, mergers and acquisitions, but we're going to be cutting back.
But we will still see you. Sounds like mergers and acquisitions. You'll be showing up. Obviously, any event with some golf, maybe we can count on an appearance, perhaps. Or
Yeah,
you're not disappearing completely.
we're keeping in the pink when it comes to golf and other opportunities
All right,
and
all right.
and meetings. Too many friends just to abandon people I
Well, that's
want to
the hard
see.
part with this, right? Is that like you said, you've got 47 years, you've got a lifetime of working, but this industry is different. It's not, there's friendships in this industry. I've gone with you. We've gone on business trips, we've gone on personal trips. Um, you know, the deal, it's just such a great community. We've done this charity ride every year for years together now, visiting dealers all over. It's just been a blast doing the things we do, and we have a good time. People treat us really well, and it's just fun being places with all these guys. And we've just, at the end of the day, we've raised a ton of money for a lot of people who really needed it. So, we've just had a blast, and I just, my one regret is meeting you at the level that I've met you at such a late point in my career. I know you and my dad were very close for many years. Um, and I'm glad to hear you're not just going to step back and disappear the way my dad kind of did, right? I think a lot of people would miss you, and we're not ready to let you go. I know you're ready to have a little more free time on your hands, but we're not ready to do these meetings without Bob. Who's going to MC all the events? Who's going to tell all the jokes during the presentations and open up BTAs and the Canada dinner and just so many different peer groups that you've been in front of and running and man, I'm going through pictures and every time I go through trying to find pictures, we were looking for pictures of I wanted to send off a picture in something nice and probably shouldn't have said that on the video, but and there was 1,000 pictures of you in between all of them and just selfies with you all over the place. We've had nothing but fun and anything you're looking forward to doing with your retirement that you haven't been able to really do.
Well, I've had a wonderful life and things have been going well. I've been able to do most of the things I want, but I've always done them with a burden on my shoulder. Right now while we're doing this, interview, I'm thinking that I've got an email that I sent off to a client that is rather lengthy, and I've got to revise it and get it out today. I've got that to do. I've got a call later. I've got, other a contract that came in yesterday that needs
Pressure.
to be reviewed. There's pressure. It's never over. It's funny. I had a conversation. My youngest son's a cardiologist, and I said, Alan, at least when you leave the hospital, you're relieved. You're not worried
You're
about. He
done.
said, Dad, I'm worried about every one of my patients. It's life and death. Your worries I could deal with differently. So, everyone has it. It's not life and death, but there's pressure that's on you. And I'm one of those people that answer every single phone call every day, every email, and get back, at least let them know that I've received it and I'll
Yep.
answer
Me too.
however it's going to be.
Me too.
So, um, and what am I looking forward to? I'm looking forward to getting up in the morning and not having 81 emails. I'm looking forward, not to, when I go on trips, not to have to put aside 2 hours a day to do things and answer things. I'm looking for a little freedom and joy and quality of life. Um, I didn't want to retire when I no longer was competent and capable of doing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So I'm fine now. I'm going out on a high note. I'll be around. I'll see you at the Canada dinner. I'll see you on the chariot ride. I'll see you on all kinds of things. But I won't be the general counsel of BTA any longer.
Well, we look forward to obviously working with Greg on a much closer basis, and that's going to be great. It's been an awesome handoff. You guys did a nice job. I thought having him kind of shadow you for the last year and come to these events. He met a ton of people. Seen him speak a few times. He's uh, he's got his own kind of sense of humor. It's a dry sense of humor. He is kind of funny up there, but in a different way. And I look forward to covering him for the next, I don't know, however many years we can keep this all going, right? So, but man, working with you over the years has been awesome. I look forward to continuing it on your terms, maybe a little less, but I have a feeling I won't have any problem getting you on the show here to just chime in and pick your brain and see what you're thinking about things as they come up and situations and just what's happening in the industry. But Bob, you deserve it more than anybody. I look forward to seeing you in California, and we will celebrate your career. And then I think on the Jillian, well, it's not the Jillian ride this year, but on our charity ride
Patriot
this year,
Pack. Yeah.
on our Patriot Pack ride this year, we're going to celebrate with a lot of dealers all the way up and down the East Coast. So I'm looking forward to spending a lot of time with you and for the next few months, and we'll see you soon. Thanks so much for coming on today.
Thanks, Andy. Good to see you. Keep up the
Always
great
great.
work, will you?
Thank you. Always great seeing you, Bob.